Welcome to World News 24 channel. Now news headlines.
William Ruto declared winner of Kenyan presidential vote amid chaos at election center. Kenya's Deputy President William Ruto has been elected as the country's next president, the Electoral Commission announced Monday. Ukraine calls on world to show strength after shelling near nuclear plant. Kyiv, August 16, Reuters. Ukraine called for new sanctions on Russia and highlighted the risks and consequences of a catastrophe at Europe's biggest nuclear plant, where fresh shelling nearby has reignited a blame game between both sides. Was Iran behind the Rushdie attack? Vice World News Mitchell Prothero reported Sunday that the accused assailant of Salman Rushdie had been in direct contact with members of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps on social media, citing unnamed European and Middle Eastern intelligence officials. Evan Agostini/Envision, explainer, why U.S. lawmakers' Taiwan trips keep riling China. Taiwan is high on the summer travel list for U.S. members of Congress on their August recess this year, as U.S. lawmakers make a point of asserting American support for the self-governed island despite objections from China. The payoff photos from this week's 5-member congressional visit, like that of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi less than 2 weeks earlier, are meant as a pointed message to China. Newly arrived lawmakers disembarking on the tarmac of Taipei's international airport, greeted by beaming Taiwanese officials glad for the American support. McCall fires back at White House memo attempting to discount Afghanistan report. Michael McCall, Republican Texas, is firing back at the White House for circulating a memo that defends the Biden administration's disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan nearly a year ago, calling claims demonstrably false and an attempt to sweep the chaotic withdrawal under the rug. Former Myanmar leader Aung San Suu Kyi sentenced to 6 more years in prison. A court in military-run Myanmar has sentenced ousted leader Aung San Suu Kyi to 6 more years in prison after convicting her on 4 extra counts of corruption, state media reported on Tuesday. China announces new drills as U.S. delegation visits Taiwan. Taipei, Taiwan. China announced more military drills around Taiwan as the self-governing island's president met with members of a new U.S. congressional delegation on Monday, threatening to renew tensions between Beijing and Washington after a similar recent visit by U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi angered China. Shanghai IKEA lockdown sparks scramble as China enforces zero COVID. A sudden lockdown at an IKEA store in Shanghai over the weekend unleashed a chaotic scene, as masked shoppers scrambled for the exits, amid an effort to quarantine those in the store after authorities learned that several customers had been exposed to the coronavirus. Prime Minister Modi pledges to make India a developed country in 25 years. New Delhi, AP. Prime Minister Narendra Modi pledged to raise millions out of poverty and turn India into a developed country in the next quarter century as he marked 75 years since independence.
Thanks for watching this video.